How the top players in FIFA 18 World Cup mode used to be rated. The World Cup is for the best of the best. It's where the best players cement their legacy and new superstars are born. There are plenty of incredible players competing now in Russia who have deservedly been given high ratings by EA Sports in the FIFA 18 Ultimate Team World Cup mode. But it hasn't always been that way. In fact, many have had to claw and scratch their way up the ratings. While we couldn't find a rating older than Cristiano Ronaldo's 88 in FIFA 15, we were able to find the original ratings for the rest of the World Cup's stars. It's hard to ever imagine Lionel Messi rating less than 90 in a FIFA game, but when he first emerged onto the scene, back in FIFA 06, EA only gave him a 78, although that's still extremely high for a first rating. Unsurprisingly, Messi soared up in ratings and within 3 years, he reached the 90s. But before that, some of his original stats were pretty poor. His dribbling was still excellent at 88, but his balance was only 62. His shooting was uninspiring with 77 shot accuracy and 72 long shots, while his 78 passing wasn't much better. Now at 94 rated in the World Cup mode, Messi is undoubtedly one of the world's best. He's also much better to use in FIFA with 89 pace, 96 dribbling, 90 shooting and 87 passing. EA recently bumped up Harry Kane to 88 in the World Cup mode as he captained England to victory against Tunisia. Kane has been a top striker for a few years now, but he's had to work hard to get in that position. It's easy to forget that Kane used to bounce around from loan to loan, seemingly miles away from even getting close to the Tottenham squad. Back when he was on loan at Millwall, he was just 66 rated in FIFA 12. Back then he didn't have a single shooting stat in the 70s, and while we know how good Kane is in the air after his winner against Tunisia, originally only had 59 heading. His highest stat was his agility at 75, not an attribute we'd necessarily associate with him now. And funnily enough, his agility in FIFA 18 is now one lower at 74. But at 88 rated with 90 shooting, that one small stat shouldn't bother him too much. The biggest growth we've seen on this list, Eden Hazard has managed to drag his rating up by an astounding 39 points during the course of his career. The current Belgium star was unknown quality to most when he was in Lille's reserves. He first appeared in a video game as a 17-year-old in FIFA 09 with an underwhelming rating of 51. Looking at his stats, you wouldn't recognize him: 59 sprint speed, 64 dribbling, 36 shot power, 27 long shots etc. Now in the World Cup mode, he's Belgium's joint best player with Kevin De Bruyne. The winger has incredible stats with 90 pace, 93 dribbling, 83 shooting and 85 passing. Neymar has always been a highly rated player, even during his youth in Brazil. While his first rating of 73 certainly wasn't great, it's very impressive for your first score, especially considering at that point he was only 17 years old. Back in FIFA 10, Neymar's acceleration and dribbling were already good at 84, but his shooting left a lot to be desired. With 68 shooting, 75 finishing, 66 long shots and 53 shot accuracy, there's no way he would have been leading Brazil's attack. Now, he's the undeniable star of Brazil's squad, and in terms of overall he isn't far behind Messi with a rating of 93. With 93 pace, 95 passing, 84 shooting and 84 passing, there's no doubt he's become the superstar many tipped him to be. Mohamed Salah has been the biggest surprise of the year, taking home the Premier League Golden Boot after scoring 32 goals for Liverpool this season. Now he's trying to bring in the same form to Egypt at the World Cup, which is why EA deservedly gave him a rating of 88 with 93 pace, 89 dribbling and 82 shooting. But it wasn't until this season they reached such high numbers. When he first appeared in FIFA 13, he was only 73 rated. With 66 finishing, 66 shot power and 56 curve back then, nobody would have predicted he'd one day nearly break the record for most goals in a Premier League season. The best goalkeeper in the world for the last few years, there's no surprise Manuel Neuer is rated as highly as 91 in FIFA 18's World Cup mode. But even the German superstar had to come from humble beginnings. He first debuted in FIFA 06 with an overall of just 64. Back then he only had 69 reflexes, 60 handling, 57 positioning and 64 diving. Now we can see why he's Germany's highest rated player with 91 diving, 90 handling, 88 reflexes and 91 positioning. While we all remember the Luis Suarez we've seen playing for Uruguay and Liverpool, many won't realize he really kickstarted his career in the Netherlands. Before moving to Ajax, Suarez was playing for FC Groningen, which gave him his FIFA debut in FIFA 06. He was an unknown talent back then with a rating of just 61, with 71 heading being his best stat. With 57 sprint speed, 67 shot power and 69 finishing, it would have been hard to imagine he'd become a Barcelona striker that every defender feared. He's now a 92 rated Uruguayan superstar with 89 dribbling and shooting, 91 shooting. Another world superstar who debuted with a horrendous overall on FIFA. Back on FIFA 09, an 18-year-old Antoine Griezmann was only 58 rated. His 47 passing, 56 ball control and 68 acceleration made it hard to believe the Frenchman would ever suit La Liga. It was even harder to believe he was a forward with 44 heading, 55 shot power, 60 finishing and 58 long shots. Now, he's 89 rated and the star of France's squad, which is packed with world-class talent. The forward has impressive stats of 86 pace, 87 dribbling, 85 shooting and 82 passing. Fighting for Neuer's spot as the best goalkeeper in the world, Manchester United and Spain goalkeeper David de Gea will be desperate to have a good showing in Russia. Now he has the same rating as Neuer, 91, but he actually started 2 stats behind what Neuer was at first. De Gea was 62 rated in FIFA 09 while he was an 18-year-old prospect at Atletico Madrid. Then he only had 59 reflexes, 67 handling, 65 positioning and 62 diving. There were doubts of him then and doubts when he joined United, but he soon proved them wrong. Now with 90 diving, 92 reflexes, 85 handling, 87 kicking and 88 positioning, he's the highest rated player in a very strong Spain squad. Modric first appeared in FIFA 07 as a free agent, purely in the game because he was in Croatia's squad. Yet despite him already being an international, he had an awful overall of just 62. His stats then were terrible with 69 passing, 65 acceleration, 61 shot power and 63 long shots. It turns out Croatia were right to include them in their squad as he's now undoubtedly their star player. The Real Madrid midfielder is 90 rated in the World Cup mode with 91 dribbling, 80 shooting and 89 passing. There's no denying his class nowadays.